Hello and welcome to CSM Live. It's our second show, and I can hear myself repeating. And we hope that you all enjoyed the TAF welcoming evening yesterday, which was really busy. We saw a lot of faces. CUTV were there filming. If you want to get involved with the CSM Live show today, please feel free to do so via social media. We have Cardiff Union TV, Twitter and Facebook, and you can tweet us with the hashtag CSM Live. So if you had any different events that happened last night and want to tweet in about what you did, please feel free to do so. Did you enjoy yourself last night, Hugh?
I did, yes. I didn't go out, regrettably, but no, I was working all evening, so hoping to make up for that later on this week. We got a lot coming up today, haven't we, Adam? We got an interview with VP of Education Ollie Wannell. We have a live interview and session with the band Totem Terrors as well, so that will be very exciting coming up later on today.
Yes, indeed. And tonight, if you are a fresher and want to get involved with Union Nights Out, we have Welsh Night, where you have Aled Hayden-Jones from Radio 1 and Hayley the Tea Lady from the sort of docu-soap, The Call Centre. But first, we're here with Ollie Wannell. So if you'd like to join us over here on this sofa, Ollie, who is our VP Education, who will hopefully be able to describe to you a bit about his role at the university, and if you have any educational issues or problems, I'm sure you can approach him. So hi Ollie, thanks for joining us. Could you describe a bit about your role and what you do at the union?
So basically everything that the university does that's academic, everything the union does that's academic, or everything the union does that requires input from the university, kind of falls within my role. So things that we're doing this year are things like lecture recording, so that you can go on to your school intranet or to Learning Central and pick up lectures that you might have missed or lectures to revise from that. So basically everything that we do that represents students on academic things comes within my role.
Okay, thank you. And you oversee the academic rep system. So if new students would like to become academic reps, how would they go about doing so?
Well, it varies from school to school, but most schools hold elections, and you'll get details about that during sort of the second week of semester one. But myself and Bethan Farraker, who's the student voice officer, we're both going around to do induction talks for all first years over the next few weeks, so we'll be able to give more information about that then as well.
Okay, thank you. And this year is an interesting year because it's the year of institutional review for the university. So could you give us a bit of info about that?
Yeah, so institutional review is a process that's carried out by the QAA, which is the Quality Assurance Agency. And they are very similar to Ofsted that come and investigate schools, the only difference being that they don't come and investigate and do their own data collection. What happens is the university writes a report to them, and the union write a report, which is the student written submission. And all of the officers at the union are heavily involved in that. Some student reps will be involved, and people from all around the union, around the university, will be involved in writing that. And we basically then send these reports off to the QAA, and then they come here for a few days having read the reports, interviewing students. So we'll be wanting students to come and talk to them. And it's just really to make sure that the degrees that we give out to our graduates are of a standard comparable to the rest of the UK. And it's to make sure that all of the universities in the UK are meeting standards so that when you leave Cardiff with your degree certificate, it actually means something.
Okay, thank you. And what are your main policies that you're focusing on this year? Are there many?
So my focus the focus for any education officer really is split between two things. Firstly is your sort of projects that you want to do for the year, and then secondly, the sort of issues that crop up throughout the year. So we're already dealing with a few issues cropping up, sort of isolated issues within certain schools. But main projects this year are, as I said before, lecture recording. So getting all your lectures put online so you can access them after they've taken place. We're doing a liberation project, which is about picking up where the personal tutor system doesn't quite accommodate for people who identify in certain groups, providing them with the additional pastoral support to try and sort out, to try and reduce the dropout rates for these students, which isn't a particular problem in Cardiff. It's a problem really within higher education generally. And then obviously library open hours. One of the things I want to make sure is that we have 24-hour libraries doing assessment periods. That was only really the ASSL and Julian Hodge, so extending that. But also the period last year was 4 weeks, which is the 4-week assessment period. My aim for that is to extend that to the 3 weeks before then as well. There'll probably be lots of other things coming up throughout the year as well.
Okay, well, thanks very much, Ollie, for joining us. Thank you. You can go now, yes, if you like. Yes, Hugh.
Yes, so thank you to Ollie Wannell for that. So any freshers watching, you know where to look for all of your various lectures and information regarding education at Cardiff University. Now then, Varsity took place a few months ago. I know that I have a boxing video to edit for the boxing club later on today. And so just a bit of information about Varsity. Adam, your memories?
Well, yes. I mean, I don't know an awful lot about rugby, I have to say, but no, it's a great highlight of the academic year, isn't it? Or the sporting calendar. Started 17 years ago, I believe. Initially as just a rugby match between Cardiff University and Swansea University, but has since encompassed a variety of different sporting disciplines. I have to say that the Millennium Stadium is a fantastic experience, though. Just that atmosphere. I've never been to somewhere like that before.
Oh, yes. I mean, I went to the press launch of the rugby Varsity last year, and even though there was nobody in the stadium, just walking down the tunnel was like, oh, shivers down the spine moment. And, I mean, the record for Cardiff University is good over the last few years. We've won more than what we've lost, certainly. And overall, the scores are pretty equal, so we're already looking forward to it this year. And as I can tell you, I'm a CUTV head of sport for this year, so CUTV will be bringing you as much of the action as what we possibly can, bigger than ever before.
Yes, and I believe we have a video to show you about the Varsity tournament last year, so have a look and enjoy. So yes, we hope you enjoyed that video. Yes, we hope you enjoyed that video. It was a fantastic experience, as it is every year. So do come along. It usually takes place in late April every year. So yes, just to talk a bit more about sport, we have a Vice President Sports and AU President, Adore, who we will be interviewing sometime later on during Freshers at the CSM live shows. We have a fantastic variety of different sports clubs available, over 60 here at Cardiff University, ranging from jiu-jitsu to water sports to anything that you can take your fancy. So it's a fantastic opportunity to get involved, and Cardiff is renowned for its sporting prowess, isn't it, Hugh?
That's right, and CUTV will be profiling that to the max, from individual athletes to team events. We'll be bringing you highlights from team matches, results from matches. So various things will be taking place throughout the year. I'm just hoping that darts gets into Varsity next year.
Well, yes, as you're quite qualified in that department,
My
aren't you, Hugh?
forte, yes. So hopefully Cardiff Darts versus Swansea Darts will be happening, and at the Millennium Stadium as well. Maybe it could be like the kind of warm-up before the main rugby event.
Yes, with the cheerleaders.
What, you suggesting what we're going to have cheerleaders for the darts now, or the rugby?
Well, just a bit of both, really. Get involved, I think.
Well, absolutely. That's right. Nothing wrong with cheerleaders at darts.
No. And yeah, so if you are interested in sports, please come along to the AU Fair, which I believe is on Saturday the 29th of September. 25th of September. Well, it's somewhere in Freshers. Look on the website, cardiffstudents.com. That's where you'll see the full list of all the different events that are going on. But yes, if you do take a sport up, all students have Wednesday afternoons off. So that's when the fixtures are usually set for. And, you know, if you want to get involved in sport, but not to the sort of competitive level that the AU offers, we also have intramural games, which are sort of school-based. I think it's football and hockey. So basically, you can apply to be a member of your school team. So it's a competition between Cardiff University schools as opposed to other universities in Britain.
Yes, and remember as well, of course, we are in Cardiff, and Cardiff is such a hub of sport. Like everywhere you turn, there is sport. At least there's a stadium, and we've been profiling recently some of the best places to watch sport in Cardiff. And if you want to take a look at this. Hello and welcome to the top 3 places to watch sport in Cardiff. And you join us here firstly at the Millennium Stadium, situated right in the heart of Cardiff, what is regarded as the home of Welsh sport. Home to the Welsh National Rugby Union side and the Welsh National Football side, the 74,500 capacity stadium really does sum up what Welsh passion and Welsh spirit to sport truly is. The second of our venues brings us here to the Swalex Stadium, home to Glamorgan County Cricket Club. In 2006, the Swalex Stadium underwent a massive regeneration, and so successful was the results that it hosted the first Ashes test between England and Australia back in 2009. Glamorgan Cricket recently reached their first domestic final in 13 years, beating the holders Hampshire in the YB40 overs match. Our third and final venue brings us to the Cardiff City Stadium, home of course to Cardiff City Football Club. Opened on the 22nd of July 2009 with a capacity of nearly 27,500 people. Cardiff City relocated here after nearly 100 years at the infamous Ninian Park just across the way. This season promises to be bigger than ever for Cardiff City fans and for the stadium itself. 2 matches have already been played here this season, including a famous dispatch of the former Barclays Premier League champions Manchester City by 3 goals to 2. Yes, so the Millennium Stadium, Swalex Stadium, Cardiff City Stadium, 3 great places to watch sport, and all of them doing really, really well in their respective sports. Now, in case you haven't noticed, Adam has not vanished entirely from sight. He is outside at the moment currently talking to fresher students, so let's go over there now. Adam.
Hi there. Yes, I'm outside here. We've got all the freshers here getting their ID cards. So where have you come from today?
Well, I've come from Preston originally, but obviously now I'm living in Taliban South.
Right. So did you arrive yesterday? So is that all right? Settled in? Well, I suppose it's quite quick to say that, isn't it? Have you been out at all last night?
We went out last night. I think we settled in all right. I've met these 3 girls. We all get on really well, so that's like a really good thing. Like, nice to know like I've got someone who I can like relate with, talk to, and whatnot. So that's really good. But I'm really excited to like meet the rest of our flatmates and like see who they are, and like the rest of our house. So.
Okay, good. Did you go to the TAF last night, or did you go into town, or?
Yeah, we went into town. We went to Soda. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's good. Yes. Well, I'm sure you'll have a brilliant time here at Cardiff. Yes. So, are you attending any of the societies fairs at all? Are you interested in doing sort of extracurricular stuff alongside your studies?
Yeah.
Yeah, like sport and stuff. Yeah, like all
Friday,
the sport. Yeah, there's a fair on Friday, I think. I'm going to go to that and have a look at the sport and stuff.
Yeah, what's on offer?
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Good. Are you interested in student media at all?
Yeah. Have a look.
Sorry? So I'm just going to ask another question. So basically, why do you choose Cardiff?
Well, it's a big city, like it's a capital city. I do come from a city, but it's Preston. It's like nothing like here. Like you've got so many clubs, so many shops. It's just somewhere different, just a new experience. And it's like a really good university for.
And
like
it's really friendly. It's really, really friendly.
Oh,
here.
so friendly. Everyone here is just so
lovely,
nice. Yeah. Everyone you speak to is just
And
lovely.
so helpful. It's just really nice.
And what course are you studying?
I'm doing dentistry, so yeah.
And you?
I'm doing psychology.
Are you all doing different ones before I go through each? Good. Well, I hope you enjoy your time at Cardiff, and thanks for speaking with us briefly today. So, yeah.
Thank you, Adam. Yes. So now, one of the campuses at Cardiff University is located over at Heath Park, and our VP for Students, Gemma Wheeler, has been over there taking a look around. Have a look at this.
I'm Gemma Wheeler and I'm the VP Heath Park campus for Cardiff University Students' Union. I'm here today just to take you on a little tour around the Heath and just show you where the main points that you might need to know are as a fresher at Cardiff. At the moment I'm stood right outside the main entrance to the concourse, and if you just look around you can see that from here you can turn right and go up to the concourse, or you're able to turn left and go up to the sports and social where the Heath Park Freshers' Fair will be. This is one of the entrances to the university facilities for med students, dental students and other students studying at the Heath. If we go up through here we'll be able to get to the lecture theatre and Heath Fields restaurant as well. So from here, if we go straight on, there's Heath Fields restaurant, so it's really good value food. And down here we've got lecture theatres 1, 2 and 4. Lecture theatres 1 and 2 are upstairs. Students like dentists, medics, nursing students are likely to have lectures in here. Then if you go downstairs, there's access to lecture theatre 4. Lecture theatre 3 is actually around the corner. So now I'm stood in the entrance to Cardigan House. This is where you can find Cardiff University Student Support Centre. They can give you advice, counselling, and they also provide medic support. Okay, so here we've got the Michael Griffith building, which has lots of lecture theatres. We've also got Tea Down Sant, that's for the School of Healthcare and School of Nursing and Midwifery, studying there. And behind me, we have the marvellous Cochrane building. It's a 24-hour library. Any student in Cardiff is actually welcome to use it. It's not just for students. All you need is a student card to get in. the IV lounge. There's a cafe inside, and on a Wednesday night, sports socials take place at the IV bar. And inside you can also find the Heath Park. Normally we have Neil working here, who's a full-time member of staff. At the Heath Hub you can do everything that can be done with the Students' Union. That can include anything to do with finance, to signing up to drug shop, and student volunteering as well. Pop in any time between 9 and 3, any day of the week, for more information. This is the healthcare common room. It's free to use for all healthcare students, or if you're just generally visiting the Heath. There's a kettle, there's going to be a microwave here soon, and there's a TV to use as well.
Yes, thank you, Gemma. Yes, expertly weaving her way round the Heath Park campus there. Remember your tweets using the hashtag CSM Live to @Cardiff Union TV. Remember your Facebooks. And now, Adam, as well, we are very, very excited at the moment because we have a live band in the studio called Totem Terrors. And without further ado, here's Alice.
Hi, I'm Alice, and I'm sat here today with local Cardiff band Totem Terrors. So first of all, I know you've both, been to uni, done the whole freshers thing. Did you have any freshers memories in particular that stick out, or is it all a bit of a blur for you or anything?
Mine was a bit of a cop out because I'm still in uni here at Cardiff, and I lived here anyway. So during Freshers Week, I just went to all the usual bars I normally go to, not really the Freshers ones. Yeah. It's a cop out, really.
And do you remember any particular Freshers events that were really special to you, or?
Not particularly. Again, I'm in university in Brighton, and my freshers kind of dissolved into just hanging out with the people I was living with. So
I think most people do that, don't they? They make friends in Freshers Week. They seem to stick with for the first month or so anyway, before they branch off.
Yeah.
So, are there any kind of gigs you've got coming up locally? I hear that you have a gig tonight.
Yes, we're playing tonight in Club Eva Bach. It's known as the Welsh Club. It's in Woman B Street. We're supporting trams, and there's a band called Bellies from Bristol as well, and they're really good. So.
And also, have you heard of this whole new refreshers craze? I'm a second year myself, and I've heard it a lot. Everyone's refreshers, rehashing last year's events. Is this what you're going to be like?
No. Probably not. It sounds like an excuse to get drunk, which has never been hard for students. So.
No. I think it's 2 weeks of constant drunkenness, really, isn't it? So, are you any further progressing with your second album? I see that you have your first one with you today.
Brought this along. We've got props. Here's one we made earlier. That's our.
And that's on white vinyl, right?
It's on white vinyl. Yeah, I'm not gonna because it's
okay.
I'll make a mess of that. But it's on white vinyl. You can imagine white vinyl. So. I'm sure you can get that in Spillers in town, all from us. You come to our gigs or online.
And how much do you gig? Is it something you're really, really into?
Yeah, we did a lot this summer. We played Green Man Festival. That was a bit of a highlight. Because we're both in uni, we kind of cool off a bit in term time because 200 miles is a bit of distance. But that's when we do our songwriting.
There must be a lot of travelling involved, so.
I'm
sure you get used to it, maybe.
Yeah. Me and the Megabus are quite good friends. So, yeah.
Well, thanks very much, guys, and enjoy the rest of Freshers.
Thank you.
And next, they're going to do a small little performance for us.
Is that now? All right. Oh, that's good. I saw a song called Unkind, which came out sometime last year. I don't want money, no tripping pin panties, no property deeds, no stock portfolio. Don't read paper, no radio station. Not interested in your affairs, current or otherwise. Scorch my hair with your sunburned stare. Cover me in lotion, calamine lotion. I don't have a lot to say, you got a lot to say. Kicking against the pricks, up at 6 of monkey tricks. All I ever wanted was to be unkind. Happened on a Sunday and it happened on a Sunday. Sitting underneath a tree. This was illusion or a bad hallucination or an out-of-body experience, and the other guy was me. It used to be so easy, all I wanted was my body. Not content, you took my mind, came up for the rest of me. You took my love away, I took your love away. I cannot give you more, what's left of me I wanna keep. All I ever wanted was to be unfair with you.
7 stitches in my elbow, nerveless endings fall from the window, hit the floor with a bang, 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 head like a whirlpool, body of a scarecrow, take my
But I like her, but I like her, but I like her,
anyway,
but I like her,
buzzing in
but I
the
like
morning,
her,
tired
but I
and
like
yawning,
her,
you go to
but I like
work and
her,
get stuck in
but
the
I
traffic.
like her.
Wow, brilliant there. Totem Terrors, you can catch them tonight at the Welsh Club, Club I4 Bach. And that pretty much rounds up this edition of CSM Live. My thanks to Adam, the students outside being interviewed, to Gemma Wheeler for looking around Heath Park campus, and to everybody who makes CSM Live happen. Keep your tweets and Facebooks coming at Cardiff Union TV, #CSM Live. We will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.